Why is there a gate around cemeteries? Because people are dying to get in. Hi everyone, today I'm going to be doing my March book haul. I had a German exchange student come to my house for 2 weeks and we were hosting her, so between that and small book buying ban, that's why this haul is going to be kind of small. Let's just get right on into it. So the first 2 books that I got this month are actually in order from Amazon. The total for both of these books was under $10, so it wasn't very much money at all to get these in. This first one is actually a duplicate copy of a book I have already read, already owned. I just wanted it in a different cover, so that is Vampire Academy by Richelle Mead. If you're familiar with the box set of this series, the first book is it's a movie cover, and it looks so awkward on the shelf. You see that one light book? No, not feeling it. So this was like $5 on Amazon. I'm just gonna pick this one up, give the first one movie cover to someone, and then have the matchy series. The second book I got is a book that we read for English class earlier last year. I loved it so much I had to have a copy for my shelf, and I ended up picking up this edition of A Doll's House by Henrik Ibsen. It's Ibsen, right? I would not be able to give you a synopsis on this because it's been a while, but this really revolves around the theme of feminism, and because of that, I loved it. I just could not get over how empowering this book was, especially because it was written in like the 1800s or something like that. I loved it. It inspired a lot of interesting class discussion. I highly recommend this play if you have not read it. The only weird thing about this is it's like a self-published almost type of binding, and it has no thing on the spine, so that's weird, but I love this cover and loved the play. The next book I got is an ebook, and that is Losing It by Cora Carmack. This is a new adult about a girl who wanted to lose her virginity, and so she goes to a random bar, meets a guy, brings him home, and then chickens out. The next day realizes that that is, in fact, her theater professor, so shenanigans ensue, awkwardness, angst, etc. I've actually already read this, and I will talk about it in my wrap-up coming in probably like a week. The next book I have is actually an advanced copy from Disney Hyperion, and that is Every Last Word by Tamara Ireland Stone. This is the author of Time Between Us? I have it. Yes, Time Between Us. That duology or trilogy was a time travel trilogy, and it was more fantasy. This is her contemporary book coming out in June. I just remember reading the first sentence of the synopsis and being like, I need that. This book's about a girl named Samantha who has OCD. I know that it's about, she's kind of in the popular crowd at her school, but no one really knows about this mental illness in her, and so she's finding new friends and having to deal with this. I hope it'll be kind of enlightening about OCD, because I know a ton of people use the term OCD as like, oh, I have to have a clean room, I'm so OCD about it. Hopefully this will shed some light on what the real condition is like, and I've never read a book about OCD before, so I think this will be really thought-provoking, or at least I hope so. I will have a review up for this in the upcoming months. Like I said, I had a German friend come and stay with me for a couple weeks, and she brought me a book. Well, a book. This is actually kind of a comic/graphic novel. Apparently these are common in Germany. I don't know what this is, but it's called Die große Überfahrt? What? I have tried reading little snippets of this. I guess I'm just not that good at Deutsch sprechen, but I don't know. One day I'm gonna try and read this cover to cover, but at this point I just flip through it and I'm like, what is happening? But it was very thoughtful of her to get this for me. I've definitely had a couple laughs looking at the picture, and I feel kind of sad that America has no idea what this is, but yet it's so big over there. So if you're an American, do you know what this is? Because I didn't, and she was like, what? And that's definitely going on the graphic novel section of my bookshelf. I love it. This next book is also a duplicate copy of a book I've already read. I had a very ugly edition of the book, and I just needed a new one. And we were at Half Price Books, and this was like $4. I bought it. I'm just gonna show you the book. The Phantom of the Opera. I love the movie, I love the musical, I love the entire storyline, and so whenever I saw this in the bookstore, it's so pretty. It has a little skull up here in the corner that's shiny, and it was so cheap, and I just needed a really pretty version. Plus I read an abridged version, and this one's unabridged, so whenever I reread this in a couple years, I will get the complete story. And BT dubs, if you liked Phantom of the Opera, the movie or musical, I highly recommend the book. It's so touching and you get more backstory and it is awesome. This next book was actually a gift from Raylene. I'm sure you know who she is, but I will link her channel down below, Padfoot and Prongs 07. The book is All the Bright Places by Jennifer Niven. I saw her reading this on Goodreads and just trying to poke fun at her jokingly. I was like, send that to me when you're done, because I heard so many great things about it. And she said, okay, give me your address. And I was so shocked, like swapped a book with her and she ended up sending this my way off Book Depository. So thank you so much. You are literally bae. This book has been getting so much great buzz. It's about two unlikely friends that meet. One of them's kind of suicidal, one of them's kind of goody-goody. I think I'm gonna love it. It's been a while since I've read a very heartwarming contemporary. I don't know if this will be heartwarming, but I definitely want a contemporary that I can just delve into, and the writing is great and I love it. And I think this is gonna do that for me. So if you've read this, let me know if you really liked it, because I'm excited to read this. The last two books I also got at a used bookstore. In no way did I intend to find these. I honestly went to that place just showing my friend, not even looking for books myself. Saw them, couldn't resist. They were $1.50 a piece, and that is Sharp Objects and Dark Places by Gillian Flynn. I saw these and immediately just like, yes, $3, here you go. I have no clue what these are about. I have heard since I bought them that they are very dark. The two synopses kind of seem like, again, just dark plots, and one of them is about something about finding a murderer of her brother? Or something along those lines, and this one is about something dark. I've heard very great things about both of these. I have not read Gone Girl yet, but I do own that one, and overall, just could not pass these up. I mean, when in your life are you gonna find Gillian Flynn books for $1.50? Like, and that being said, that is all the books that I have to haul today, or this month. I'm kind of still on a minor book buying ban. I'm not going to bookstores as often as I typically do. I am staying clear of Book Outlet. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I will see you next time, hopefully. Bye-bye!